Welcome to The Beacon with SBAscore.com. We cover topics that directly affect small businesses. If something is going on that you need to know as a small business owner, The Beacon will be the first to let you know. Follow us on Spotify to be the first to get access to these episodes.
You are listening to The Beacon with SBAscore.com.
Welcome to The Beacon by SBAscore.com, where we illuminate the path to small business financing success. I'm your host, bringing you the insider knowledge that banks don't want you to know. Today, we're breaking down a massive policy shift that's about to rock the small business lending world. The SBA is completely cutting off refinancing for merchant cash advances starting June 1st, and this decision will affect thousands of business owners nationwide. If you're trapped in high-cost MCA debt, your escape window is closing fast. We're diving into what this means, the urgent action steps you need to take, and the innovative new financing solutions emerging from this shakeup. This is the kind of insider intelligence that can save your business thousands or even set you up for sustainable growth while others struggle. Let's shine a light on what's really happening. Small business lending just hit a massive turning point. The SBA is completely cutting off refinancing for merchant cash advances, and it's about to send shockwaves through the entire industry.
You know what's fascinating about this development? For thousands of businesses, SBA refinancing was their only escape route from those high-cost advances. Now that lifeline is being cut off.
Let me break down why this matters so much. Merchant cash advances, or MCAs, aren't your typical loans. They're more like selling your future revenue at a steep discount. A business might get $100,000 today, but end up paying back $140,000 or more through daily deductions from their credit card sales.
And until now, the SBA was actually encouraging businesses to refinance these MCAs with their loans, right?
Exactly. But here's where things get interesting. Banks started noticing this troubling pattern where businesses would refinance their MCA debt with an SBA loan, then turn right around and take out new MCA loans. The default rate started climbing, and the SBA decided enough was enough.
So what happens after June 1st, 2025, when this new rule kicks in?
Well, that's where the real impact starts showing up. Banks are completely revamping their underwriting models. If you can't refinance MCA debt anymore, you have to look at a business's debt service capacity in an entirely different way. Some lenders are already developing new algorithms to evaluate these businesses.
That must be creating some serious pressure for businesses caught in the middle of this transition.
You know what's really striking? We're talking about potentially billions in MCA debt that businesses were planning to refinance. Now they have just a few months to either get their applications in or find completely new financing strategies.
Let's put some real numbers to this. What does this actually look like for a typical business?
Picture this. A retail business with a $100,000 MCA at a 1.4 factor rate is paying about $1,000 per day from their credit card sales. Under the old rules, they could refinance that into a 10-year SBA loan with payments around $1,200 per month. After June 1st, that option vanishes.
That's quite a dramatic difference in cash flow impact.
And here's what makes this even more significant. This change isn't happening in isolation. The SBA also reinstated guarantee fees this year, which suggests they're implementing a broader strategy to reduce risk across their lending programs.
So what options do businesses have if they can't get their applications in before the deadline?
That's where we're seeing some fascinating market adaptations. Some innovative lenders are already developing hybrid products to fill this gap. We're also seeing a rise in revenue-based financing with more reasonable terms than traditional MCAs.
Do you think this might actually drive some positive changes in the lending industry?
Well, here's an interesting perspective. While this door is closing, it might force the development of healthier financing practices. We're already seeing some MCA providers adjusting their terms to be more sustainable, knowing there's no more SBA escape hatch.
That's actually a really compelling point about market adaptation.
And looking ahead, I think we're going to see even more innovation. Some fintech companies are developing AI-driven underwriting models specifically designed to evaluate businesses with existing MCA debt. The market abhors a vacuum, and this change is creating opportunities for new solutions.
So while there's immediate pressure from this June deadline, the long-term effects might actually benefit the small business lending ecosystem.
Exactly. The key for business owners right now is to be proactive. If they have MCA debt they were hoping to refinance, they need to act immediately. But beyond that, this change could lead to more sustainable financing options and better lending practices across the board. Sometimes it takes a shock to the system to drive real innovation.